Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your syllabus which is perimeter and areas. And in that class we take and solve some important questions of your syllabus based on these topics. Okay. Now in today class we take and revise a very important chapter of your syllabus which is exponents and powers. That's why this is one of the most important chapter of your syllabus. Okay. So before discussing and revising that chapter, first of all we clear the concept of what is the concept of exponents and powers. Dear friends, if suppose that we write a number in this way, in this form, we write a number in this form, okay, then a is called its base, then a is called what, its base, and b is called its power. B is called its power, and the representation of any number, okay dear student, and the representation of any number in this form is known as exponential form. This number is called exponential form of a number. Okay, this is the exponential form of a number. So this is very important concept related to that topic. So any number if written in the form of a to the power b, then a is called its base and b is called its power, and the representation of any number in this form is known as exponential form of a given number. Okay dear students, so using that concept, dear students, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay dear students, now we are going to discuss about the some important basic laws of exponents, because of without that particular laws of exponents you can't solve any questions based on exponent and power. So let's see, we discuss about the laws of exponents. So please just let's see some useful, we discuss about the some useful laws of exponents, some useful laws of exponents. Okay dear students, now let's see, dear students, here we discuss about the some useful laws of exponents. So some useful laws of exponents are, first is what, if we have 8 to the power m into 8 to the power n, then we can write 8 to the power m plus n. Okay, this is a very important law of exponent. Second one is, if we have 8 to the power m upon 8 to the power n, then we write 8 to the power m minus n. Then we write what, m 8 to the power m minus n. Third one is what, 8 to the power m to whole power n, then we write 8 to the power m into n, 8 to the power m into n. Third one is what, if we write a b to whole power m, if we split that brackets, okay dear students, if we split that brackets, then we get what, a to the power m into b to the power n. So these are the very important laws of exponents. So please dear friends, first of all you learn all these exponents, laws of exponents. After that you can solve all the questions of your NCERT of any exercise based on these topics. And also suppose that if we have a upon b to whole power minus n. Suppose that if we have a upon b to power minus n, then we write b upon a to whole power n. This is also very useful laws of exponents. Okay, dear friends, a upon b to whole power minus n, then we write b upon n. If we reciprocal that, we take reciprocal, then the powers converted into the plus positive sign. So in this way also. Similarly, if we have a to the power minus n, then we write a1 upon a to the power plus n. So these are the very important and basic laws of exponents. Okay, dear friends. Now we take and solve some important question based on exponent and powers. Let's see. Now we discuss some important basic laws of exponent. Express each of the following as a product of powers of their prime factors. Okay, express each of the following. Express each of the following as product of powers of their prime factors of their prime factors. Okay, this is the very important question. Means express each of the following as product of powers of their prime factors. Okay, and the first part of this question is, dear friends, 648. Second part of this question is what? 405. And third part of this question, dear friends, is 540. Fourth part of this question is 108 into 192. And fifth part of this question is what? 3600. 3600. Okay, this is the question here. What I do, dear friends, in both the questions, in that question, dear friends, we express each of the following. We express each of the following as product of powers of their prime factors. Product of powers of their prime factors. Now let's see, we solving that question one by one. First of all, we take the first part of this question. Let's see. This is what given 648. So first of all, we do their prime factorizations. Okay, let's see. Now from 2, this is 2, 3 is 6, 2 2 is 4, 2 4 is that, again by 2, 2 1 is 2, 2 6 is 12, 2 2 is 4, that's 2 8 is 16, 2 1 is 2, now 3, again by 3, 3 9 is again by 3, 3 3 is again by 3, finally 3 1 is. So in this way we do their prime factorization. Thus we get as 648 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. Now here we apply the laws of exponent like that, since we know that a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to what? A to the power m plus n. These are very important laws of exponent. So here we apply that concept. So here that is 648 is equal to, here 2 mentioned 3 times, so 2 power 1 plus 1 plus 1 into 3, here 1 2 3 4, no, 1 2 3 4 times. So we adding the powers. If bases are same, then powers is to be added. Thus we get 2 power 3 into 3 power 4. This is the required solution of the given question. Hence, we express the given question as the product of powers of their prime factors. So this is the required solution. So using that concept, you can solve all the question of your syllabus based on this topic. Now we take and solve the second part of this question, okay, and solve it. Let's see this one. Similarly, we take and solve the second part of this question. What is the given? Given 405. So again, this one we do their prime factorization. That is by which number? 3. Let's see. 3 1s are 3, 3 is 9, 3 5 is 15. Okay. Now again by 3. 3 4s are 12, 3 5 is 15. Again by 3. This is 15. Then 3, 3 5 is 15, then 5 1s are 5. Now we do their prime factorizations. Thus 405 we write as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. So in that question again we apply the laws of exponent a to the power m into a to the power n. So we get here 3 mentioned how many times? 3 times. So we write as 3 1 2 3 4 times and 5 write as it is. So we write as 3 to the power 4 into 5. This is the required solution of the given questions. Okay, so in this way you express each of the following values in the factor of their product of their prime factors. Now we take and solve third part of this question. We take and solve the third part of this question, which is what 540. Which is what 540. Now again in that question we do the prime factorization of 540. So we get as, let's see, again 2 to the 4 2, again by 2, again now from 3 now, again by 3, again from 3, now finally from 5. So in this way we do their prime factorization. Okay, dear friends. Now we can write in this way. Thus we write 540 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. Okay. Now again in that question we apply the laws of exponent. So we write 540 is equal to 2 power 1 plus 1 into 3 power 1 plus 1 plus 1 into 5. So we write 2 power 2 into 3 power 3 into 5. So this is the required solution as a product of powers of their prime factors. Okay, dear students. So this is the method to solve that question. Similarly, you can solve the remaining part of the given question in the same process. So please, dear friend, do more and more practices all the question of your syllabus. Now we take and solve some other important types of question based on these topics. Let's see, dear students. Simplify each of the following. Simplify each of the following. The first part of this question is, dear students, what? Let's see. The first part of this question is what? 25 to the power 6 divided by 5 to the power 4. Second part of this question is what? 2 to the power 20 divided by 2 to the power 14 multiplied by 2 power 5. Third part of this question is 2 power 3 into 3 power 4 into 4 upon 3 into 32. 3 into 32. Next part of this question is what? 3 to the power 5, 10 to the power 5 into 25 upon 5 to the power 7, 5 to the power 7 into 6 to the power 5. Okay. And the last part of this question is what? 25 into 5 square into t power 8 upon 10 to power 3 into t power 4. 10 to power 3 into t power 4. So these are the very important questions, dear student, based on the topic exponent and powers. We simplify each of the following questions. Now we take one by one and solving that question. Let's see. First of all, we take the first part of this question and solving them. We take first part of this question, which is what? This is, first of all, we write the given question. Given 25 to the 25 power 6 divided by 5 to the power 4. Okay, so we can write this 25 as 5 square and 6 write as it is, divided by we write 5 to the power 4 in this way. Okay, now we apply the laws of exponent, since we know that now, since we know 8 power m to whole power n, we write what 8 to the power m into n. This is a very important laws of exponent, just where we discussed in that class. And next one is what? If we have 8 to power m upon 8 to power n, then we write 8 to power m minus n. So here we apply that laws of exponent. So here in numerator, this is 2 into 6 upon 5 to the power 4, that is 5 to the power 12 upon 5 to the power 4. Now base are same. Now here we apply that laws of exponents. So we get what? 5 to the power 12 minus 4, that is 5 to the power 8. This is the very important question, as this is the required solution of the given question. Okay, so in this way, dear student, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Now we take and solve the second part of this question, and second is what? Given 2 power 20 divided by 2 power 14 multiplied by 2 power 5. This is the question here. Now what I do, we write in this way, we write 2 power 20 divided upon 2 power 14 into 2 power 5. So from there we apply the second question, laws of exponent of quotient is 2 power 20 upon 2 power 14. So we write as 2 power 20 minus 14, okay, into 2 power 5. So we get 2 power 20 minus 14, that is 6, into 2 power 5. Now here we apply the laws of exponent. If bases are same, then power is added. So here we write 2 power 6 plus 5 means what? 2 power 11. This is the required solution of the given question. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, dear students, so using that laws of exponent, you can solve each and every question of your syllabus of your NCERT based on these topics. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of. Now we take and solve the next other part of this question. Let's see. Now, just when we take and solve the other part of this question, we solve the third part of this question. Okay. First of all, we have what? that is 2 power 3 into 3 power 4 into 4 upon 3 into 32. Okay, dear students, now we have 2 power 3 into 3 power 4 into 4 upon 3 into 32. Okay, dear students, now we just simplify them. So we write as 2 power 3 into 3 power 4 into, we write 4 as 2 power 2 square, 3 write as it is, and 32 we write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 2 mentioned 5 times, so 2 to the power 5. We write 25 as 2 power 5. Okay, now from numerator we get 3 to 5, so 2 power we write 5 into 3 power 5 write as it is upon into 2 power 5 into 3 power 1. Okay, now we write here, we apply the laws of exponent, so we write as 2 power 5 minus 5 into here again we apply that laws of exponent 3 power 4 minus 1, so we get 2 power 0 into 3 power 3. And you know that, dear friend, the any power of 0 is the value of 1, and 3 power 3 is what? 3 into 3 into 3 to the 9 to the 27. So 1 into 27, the required answer is 27. Okay, so this is the required solution of the given question. Similarly, we take and solve the fourth part of this question. Let's see. Now we solving the fourth part of this question. So in fourth part we have what we have. Let's see. 3 power 5 into 10 to the power 5 into 25 upon 5 power 7 into 6 to the power 5. Okay, so first of all, for that question we split the values, so we get like that. We write 10 into 2 into 5, we write 525 as what? 5 square. Okay, this is 5 power 7 into, we write 6 into 2 into 3 to whole power 5. Okay, so now we expanded them. So we write as 3 power 5 into 3 power 5 into here 2 into 5 to power 5 na, split the 2 power 5 into 5 power 5 into 5 power 2, write as it is upon, this is what? 5 power 7. If we split that by 2 power 5 into 3 power 5. Okay, so we break the brackets. Now thus in numerator 2 power 5 write as it is into 3 power 5 write as it is, and 5 to the power 5 to 7, 5 to the power 7. Okay, students, and in denominator what is the left value? 2 power 5 into 3 power 5 into 5 power 7. Now what I do, now here we apply the laws of exponent as a to the power m upon a power n. Okay, so we get, let's see. So since we know that a power m upon a power n is equal to a power m minus n, that is we write 2 power 5 minus 5 into 3 power 5 minus 5 into 5 power 7 minus 7. Okay, now what I get, dear students, here we get as 2 power 0 into 3 power 0 into 5 power 0, and you know that the power of any value is 0, then its value is 1. So here it is 1 into 1 into 1, that is 1. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, thus based on using that concept you can solve each and every question of your syllabus based on the topic exponent and powers. Now we take and solve the last part of this question. Okay, let's see. Now we take and solve the last part of this question. We have 25 and we have 5 power 2, 5 power 2 and we call it upon here 10 we then write as 2 into 5 to whole power 3 into t power 4, right as it is. Okay, dear student, now here we apply the laws of exponents. So we write as here 5 2 2, this is 4 into t power 8 upon here 2 into power 3 into 5 power 3 into t power 4. So again here we apply the laws of exponent. A power m upon a power n is equal to a power m minus n. Okay, so we get what? Let's see, so 5 power 4 minus 3 into t power, this is 8 minus 4 upon here 2 power 3 into 2 to the 4 to the 8, right as it is. Okay, 8 right as it is. Now we get as 5 power what? This is 1 never be right. 5 upon 8 t power 8 minus 4, that is 4. So 5 upon 8 t power 4 is the required solution of the given question. Is the required solution of the given question. Thus, dear students, in this way, in today's class we discuss all the important laws of exponents of your syllabus and take and solve some important questions based on exponent and powers. Now, the last two topic of your chapter is what? Expanded form and standard form. Now let's see some in concept related to that topic. Let's see. Now, first we discuss about the expanded form. Expanded form. Suppose that we have a number 4325. So 43,256. Suppose that we have a number 43,256. Now, if we write the given number in expanded form, then we write in this way. Let's see. 4 into 10 to power 4 plus 3 into 10 to power 3, okay, plus 2 into 10 to power 2 plus 5 into 10 to power 1 plus 6 into 10 to power 0. Dear student, this is the expanded form of a given number. If we simplify them, then we get this result. So dear friend, if you have a number and write it in expanded form, then you use that concept. You use what? Which concept? That concept, and solving your NCERT exercise. Okay. Okay, dear friend, so in this way you write the number in expanded form. Now second one is what? Standard form. Let's see what is the concept of standard form of a number. What is the concept of a standard form of a number? Just if any number write in this way, a point x point a b c and dot dot into 10 to the power y into 10 to the power y. Okay, if any number write in this format, x point a b c and dot so on something into 10 to the power y, then this is the form of standard form of a given number. Suppose if we write a number 5.634 into 10 to power 6, so this is the number in its standard form. This is the standard form of a number. Okay, dear friends, so using that concept you can solve each and every question of your syllabus. Now let's see one question based on this topic. Suppose that if we have 239.364 into 10 to power 7 and we write the given number in standard form, then we remove that decimal in that place, because of in standard form there are only one digit in left side of the decimal. So 2.3934 into 10 to power 7 plus 2. Okay, if we go through the left side, then we adding the power of 10. So 2.3934 into 10 to power what? 9. This is the required solution standard form of the given number. So using that concept, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on this expanded form and standard form of a given number. So please, dear friend, do more and more practices all the questions which we discussed in that class and also in previous classes. After that you complete your syllabus, you practices all the questions based on this topic. Now in next class we take and solve some other important topic based on of that chapter. Okay, now thanks to all.